What's going on, everyone? Good evening. Welcome to this knee-jerk stream for the end of Game Week 6 and looking forward to Game Week 7. So, what's happening, everyone? How was this game week? Honestly, there should be no one in this stream today that says to me they've had an awful week. I think everyone should have had some decent points. There's some really big players that have done well, but we'll go through all of that. I've had an okay-ish week. So my rank started about 200,000 this game week. So at the moment, based on live FPL net, I am 450-ish thousand after all the subs. At the moment, it's about 412, 413, but it does change obviously once the subs come on and the bonus points are in. So for me, it says 64 on screen, but I ended with 70. Let me just double check it with you guys. 72. So I finished with 72 overall, which is, I think, around average after all the bonus points and stuff. I think the average overall score this week should be anywhere between 65 to 75. So if you got around that mark, really good. But I'm like 5 points off 300k, so it's very congested at the moment. But lots to discuss, lots to go through. If you're new around here, guys, give us a like and please do give us a subscribe too. And let's get through some questions. FPL MFZ. I say FPL, you say Inkling. FPL Inkling, thank you. Notification card, thank you so much. Konzo, 68 points, -4, including bonus points, disappointed. I think the average is going to be about 65 to 75 this week, Konzo. So, honestly, not to worry. I think that's still a decent score. You should be very proud of it. Guys, a lot of people are joining. If you're new around here, or you've been here before, but you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the like button too. FM is at 82 points, fantastic. The transfer, Maddison, Saliba out for Doku and Trippier, unfortunate for Doku. I mean, Foden did well, so there will be rotating weeks where one player does better than the other, but Doku, I think, overall will be a better transfer moving forward. FM said, do you think I should make the move from Jackson to Morris early, or is there any other striker? I mean, you've got Alvarez against Wolves. There are other strikers that are playing well. Burnley next week for Newcastle, so if you don't have 3 players already, maybe Isaac or Wilson. There are players out there, but if you want to go early to avoid the price rises, then I definitely would say, you know, if that is the move you want, it's best to go now. Josh, Sports News Mo. Hello, Josh. How are you? Let's be honest here. Man, when Sheffield play United in Game Week 9, we'll play like Luton Town and they will be like prime Barca. Well, that's honestly, I feel for all those managers last week who played Son as captain or Maddison when they played Sheffield United. Where was this Sheffield United last week? Where everyone was, you know, kind of doubling up on, or even tripling up in some cases, on Spurs. But honestly, what fantastic football games we've witnessed today. The North London derby, what a game. The 8-0, I think it was in the end, 8-0 for Newcastle. So are we going the wrong way? Should we go for their attackers? How good was Gordon when he came on? Changed the whole game entirely. Sidemen XX Shorts, what is the points you needed for a green arrow? So for a green, I finished on 72. I needed 79 this game week, so I'm 7 short. Bit disappointing, but Botman saved me massively, to be brutally honest. Mbemo and Eze let me down. Salah got me a return. Alvarez was unfortunate due to the Rodri red card. But I've already kind of thought of what transfer I'm going for next week. I already had it planned, but this game was kind of like more kind of solidifying my kind of thought process. And I think I'm going to go for that moving into Game Week 7. Sard, good evening. 83 points, benched Wisser, played Bruno, Foden, Son, Madders and Botman. So you got all the returns. Great benching there. Sard, so did you watch the Gusto challenge? Do you think it was a red? I haven't seen it. I'm not going to lie to you. I've read some comments that he got the ball first and then it was a red. I'm a bit gutted, to be fair, because if I got that Gusto clean sheet was my differential, because obviously many other managers played Chilwell. So I was looking good until the 58th minute. I was thinking, you know, clean sheet. Even if they don't get a clean sheet, I'll get 2 points. Chilwell can maximum get 1. So I've got +1 somewhere. And my rank at that point was around 193,000 odd. So my rank was completely different because he had a few bonus points, I think, at that point as well. And then he goes and gets a red card and it just completely shattered my whole game week. He's out for three games now as well. So that's not ideal. I've got Chilwell on the bench. Will he come in for the next game? We just don't know. I'm not taking any more -4s, and it's not a fire that I really want to put out. I've got Udogie on the bench as well. So let's say if Chilwell doesn't even play next week, or if he comes on as a sub, doesn't really matter for me. I've got the players to cover, but for me, I want to get Son into my squad. I think it's time for Saka to go. Yes, I know Son's a bit ridiculous, but he's got 10 points. But hey, guys, the fixtures now change, and he hobbled off at the end, guys. So I'm not sure if he's fully fit. I haven't heard anything really, but just a bit of a nervous sign. But God, Son looks good. I watched Son properly today, live, after a while. I've seen a lot of highlights of him, because usually I've been working when it's been a live game. The last game I watched of him was the Manchester United versus Tottenham game, and he was fantastic in there too. I just want to own him now. With the fixtures coming up, I know Liverpool is a tough game at home, but the defence isn't ideal. I mean, I think there will be a goal in it. It'll be end-to-end, and these are the kind of games that Son really kind of prospers in. So more of like a Sheffield United when there's 10 men behind the ball, even 11 at some places. It's not really suited for Son, but this game they play the high line with Arsenal. Liverpool play the high line. I really want to get a piece of that, to be fair. So I want to go for Son. So let's say if my team was looking like, let's have a look at how my team would look next week as of now. So looking at it, Onana in goal, Botman, Estupinian, Chilwell. Udogie I'll put on the bench because it's Liverpool at home. I'm hoping Chilwell gets back into the back four. Mudrik's been awful from what I've heard, so he should get his spot back. Mbeumo, Maddison, Salah, Saka, Bournemouth away. So Saka tends to not do as well in away games as he does at home. So I don't know if I can correlate that this season. Nottingham Forest at home, he got a return. Crystal Palace away, he started 3 points only, and then Fulham at home, he got a return. Manchester United at home, I think he got a return, assist. Everton away, he got the assist. So, okay, maybe that's proving me wrong. But statistically, even last season, I found that Bukayo Saka, because of the way Arsenal play, I think he struggles more away than home. A bit like Haaland. But then he got Son at home against Liverpool. And Liverpool's not an easy game, but I'm talking more of an offensive point of view. I think there's some goals to be had. Eze is going to stay for at least, I'll say 2 more weeks for me. I want to play the Nottingham Forest game with him. So Nottingham Forest at home. Manchester United away, I can certainly see them scoring, by the way. They've got the midweek in the Carabao Cup, I think it's called now. I used to call it Carling Cup back in the days. They've got Forest, and then by Newcastle, I think I'm going to get rid. I will go elsewhere. So Eze will go, and then Chilwell will go as well. And those are the 2 fires that I want to put out after this game week. So, okay so far. Gusto isn't ideal, being out for 3 game weeks, but I've got Udogie and Archer on the bench, so that should be some form of cover for me if I needed it to be. Guys, we're getting more and more people joining. I see some new faces, new messages. Guys, give it a like, and please give it a subscribe too. I will take all your questions. This is the FPL channel for all the community. Basic players like myself, we're here to help, guys. We're here to have a good discussion. Discussion? Discussion. Can't even say. Discussion. That's how we say it. A bit of a lips there. But yeah, I don't know. From what I've heard, I think it was he got the ball first, but it depends on the attempt of the challenge. I mean, why do it in the first place? I don't even think it was anywhere crucial. Mike Ramsey, I hope you're well. What do you do with Chilwell and Gusto? Ideally, I would say get rid of him as soon as possible. Gusto's a fire that I don't really want to touch now because the 3 weeks I can just ignore him. I want to get rid of Chilwell, but he's not going to be this game week for me. I'm going to get rid of him the following week. Personally, I'm not going to double up on Newcastle defence for myself. There is another plan I have alternatively. It could come back and bite me, but personally, I'm not going to double up on a Newcastle defence. Trevor Van Amergon, I had Rodri -2 and still finished with 71. Brilliant. I mean, after the bonuses I'm talking about, I got a -2 from Gusto, and I'm going to hopefully end up with 72. So not too bad. Adam, yo, how are you, my brother? I'm good, my brother. How are you? Got 77 this week with bonuses. Absolutely smashed it. I think the average, as I said, the average points this week is probably going to be between 65 and 75. So if you've got anything, I'd say 65 points onward, including bonuses, you've done fantastically well. There have been a lot of fires that we will discuss that we need to put out in more detail, but I'm going to take a few more questions from you guys, and then we'll talk about what's gone well, what should we be looking for, and what hasn't gone well, and what your transfer plans will be looking like. Any 100+ scores, please let us know as well. Suddenly, immediately sold Chilwell. They don't want those price falls. I mean, there is probably going to be a price fall on Chilwell, but it is what it is, to be fair. I'm not going to worry about Chilwell that much. I have learned one thing. I'm never going to buy Chelsea players ever again in FPL. Hold me accountable for that until that comes back, all right? Trevor, my triple Newcastle... Sorry, saved my week. 8 goals, man. 8 goals. Fantastic. Sorry about that, guys. Michael, I wildcarded this week and got in Trippier, Botman, and Gordon. I'm so annoyed I got rid of Son, though. Oh, wow. All this. What was your score, Michael? I really want to know. You must be close to 100, right? Oh, Junkie, 82 points. Happy with that. Neto in for Sterling and bench Jackson. Botman in for Henry, Foden, Saka, Maddison all did well. They certainly did. Even Bruno Fernandes got a goal, guys. That's how wicked this game week was, right? I can imagine. Can you imagine someone having the following midfield? Just hypothetically. Let's say, obviously, Mbeumo's blanked, Rashford blanked, Odegaard, Sterling. Let's just say that was kind of like the midfield that someone went for. I would feel absolutely sorry for them in this game week. Sudman says, just realised that I'm in the mud next game week for Trippier this week, so no money in the bank, and we have Chilwell, Gusto, and Sterling. I mean, to be fair, it could be a wild card week this week with everyone so heavily invested within Chelsea in itself. I can really see a lot of activation of wild cards or even some hits being taken. Personally, for me, I've taken hits in the last couple of game weeks, but I'm not taking any hits this game week. I'm going to persist with Chilwell. I think he will come back in the squad, especially after the last 2 performances. It hasn't worked out for Chelsea. They haven't won a game. They've drawn one and lost one at home, and they got booed off by their crowd from what I've heard on social media and other websites that I've been reading updates about the game. So I do believe that there's going to be some form of change. And I can see Chilwell coming back in because I'm not too sure about what the recovery of Reece James is at the moment. And then you've got Gusto out. So potentially we could see some movement in the back line. And Chilwell, he hasn't been great when he's been on the pitch and he's getting yellow cards constantly. He got another one today, even though he came on as a sub. So we'll just have to wait and see, guys. More and more people are joining, guys. This is fantastic. So please do hit that subscribe button and the like button if you're liking the content. Really enjoy and appreciate your support. Oh, Junkie says Chelsea are awful. Absolutely. So are United. We're very lucky we got away with that goal yesterday. I mean, that came away with 3 points yesterday. So surprised that Onana got 7 points. Finally got a clean sheet. Fazna, hi Mo, tried so many times to ask you the email address. So Fazna, just please drop me a message on my FPL Inklink Instagram page with your email stuff, and we'll get in contact from there, okay? But thank you so much for your commitment and your communication towards me. Junkie, bench boost game week 7 with Morrison for Jackson. I mean, bench boost, I've used it already. If you think it's the right week to use it, please do. Some people are leaving it till later in the year. I used it with Archer, and he did really well for me. I got 22 points off my bench a few weeks ago. If someone said to me at the start of the game week, I'll get 72 points, and I'll drop 250k in rank, I wouldn't have believed it. Sorry about that, guys. I've just had don't know what it is. I'm gonna have some chocolate just to sort out my throat. Cal J, double Newcastle defense, 75 points. Nice, absolutely amazing. Adam 702. So, would you really recommend Son for game week 7? Yes, Son manages to do incredibly against these top teams, but against teams like Sheffield and Luton, he tends to do worse. Exactly. So, that's my point vindicated. So, with Son, the likelihood of him doing better against better teams is far better. Hence, why I think it's better to bring him in for the Liverpool game because of the high line they're going to play. He did the same against Manchester United, didn't get many returns, but he just does well against these better teams. Arsenal played the higher line. He got in behind. That first goal was incredible, by the way. Composure, 3 defenders around him. The guy knew what he was doing. So for me, I'm fairly confident. Look, it could backfire. Saka could get 10 points and he could get a blank. I just don't know. But for me, with Saka's fixtures coming up, and I potentially saw an injury in there as well, combining with cup competitions, which is the Carabao Cup, the Champions League, I want to take it a bit easy. I want to move away from these teams that have that kind of busy run. So you can see in their fixtures. Bournemouth away, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think he does as well as he does at home in away fixtures. But then Man City, a tough game. Chelsea, I don't think they're a great team. Sheffield United, not a bad fixture. Newcastle always tough, and then they get better fixtures. But yeah, I mean, I don't see those fixtures being as fruitful. But if you look at, let's say, Tottenham, Liverpool, the game at home, then they got Luton, Fulham, Crystal Palace, and that run just looks fantastic all the way up to the Man City game. So from an attacking perspective, I really want to go for someone like a Son. At the moment, the breakdown that there is there's 5 goals for Son so far this season for a midfielder, and Saka has got 3 goals and 3 assists, so there's a bit more balance there. I don't know who's on penalties for Spurs at the moment, so it could be Son, it could be Richarlison, it could be Madison. I was going to say Morrison there. It's been on my brain. Madison as well. So I just don't know, but I really want to have some Son in my team. I want to get that Spurs attack in there. So we'll wait and see. That's what it's going to look like. I don't think I need to burn any transfers on Chelsea at the moment. We'll deal with them when that comes along. But yeah, we'll wait and see how it goes. More and more people coming in, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Please hit that subscribe button and the like button too. And don't forget to join our league on FPL as well. The code is on screen as well, guys. Bongo, 93 points after bonus. Amazing. Really needed it. As I have 2.2 million rank, hopefully near the top 1 mil now, not sure. I'm sure you can check that out on a live FPL net. With that score, you definitely would have gone up in the rank. It's so tight right now at the ranking wise. So I've got 72 points after bonuses and everything put together. Between myself and 300k, so I'm at 450k. 150k is separated by, I think it's 3 or 4 points. It's really tight. So, you know, if Gusto had remained sensible and got a clean sheet, I could have been in the top 250k this game week. That's how tight it is, guys, at the moment. Michael, I got 98 points after bonus. Before the Bruno G got, I was expecting to have 100. Oof, wow, a century. Absolutely amazing, Michael. Congratulations. And I hope that's boosted your rank really well. Sard, I did Chilwell to cash. Villa will have some good fixtures from game week 8. Yes, of course. I'm expecting good fixtures from Villa as well. I'm looking at cash at the moment, guys. So cash potentially will come in for Chilwell. And then for Eze, I'm looking at potentially, there's Diaby or Ward-Prowse I could get in. I'm just going to look at who looks a bit more better, but Villa's fixtures do look insane. But they've got Brighton next week away, so that's a tough fixture. So it works out perfect for me because then I can get Villa after in terms of any kind of coverage. Robert, I hope you're well. Last minute decision to sell Saliba for Burn. I also went for Darwin because I'm a Liverpool supporter and I love him. 88 points, my highest return this season. Congratulations, Robert. Fantastic. 88 points is insane. You're well above the average. I'm sure. I'm telling you now. 65, 75 is probably going to be around the average score. So you've done extremely well. Darwin was a fantastic pick and he got a goal return today. So absolutely fantastic. Well done to you. Liverpool look like they're catching some form. And Mr. Reliable Salah, again, another return back to back. I think it's about 13 games now. I'm so glad I owned him. I'm so glad. I took my United bias out of Rashford and I backed Salah. I'm absolutely delighted about that one, to be fair. Old Junkie, thanks, Ron. No worries. Sideman says, would you play Estupinian over Sterling? Chelsea have got Fulham away and Brighton have got Villa at home. I would... Sterling's a high ceiling player. I would go Sterling. Personally, for me, I'd go Sterling. That's my honest opinion. He's just such a high ceiling player. I definitely would back Sterling on that one. Even though Chelsea have been absolutely woeful. At least due a score, man. He's blanked a few games, right? Geordie, hello, mate. What's up? I'm good, thank you. How are you? I hope you're having a lovely evening and a good game week as well. Geordie said, bro, my FPL cooking took Trippier, Botman, and Pope. Nice. That'll give you a nice 30-40 points. Assad, good evening. 84 points transfers in Morris, and Botman did the job. Love it. Yeah, Morris scored the penalty as well, so he's got a double game week, guys. Let's see what he can do. Over 50 people in the house, guys. Thank you so much. One of our highest turnouts. Thank you so much for coming in and messaging. Please do hit that subscribe and like button. Really appreciate your support. Sidemen, Saka doing the Madison celebration to only watch Spurs go up at the other end and score less than a minute later. Was it a minute later, or was that the second goal from the pen? Oh yeah, no, was that the... No, I think he did the dart celebration with the Romero own goal, right? I think it was, and then it was a short while later they went. He did the Rashford celebration. I think that Rashford one that he does with his brain and stuff. He did that against Manchester United. Now he's done this against Madison for Spurs. Saka's got to be careful. He's really annoying his English counterparts, right? Adam 70, yeah, I think Chilwell has to start the next game week. In pre-season, Chelsea played a back four with Chilwell as left back, and they were cooking. So hopefully Poch sees that. There has to be a change, right? They've been absolutely terrible with this current system. Gusto suspended. Reece James is still in rehab. I think he's not returning anytime, I think, in the next week or so. So Chilwell does slot back in. Whether they play a back four, Mudryk stays where he is. I think he will play. And Fulham away is not a bad fixture, but Fulham have been doing decent, to be fair. Leno, third highest scoring player in the game. Why didn't I own him? Robbie, I hope you're well. Should I bring in Gabriel Jesus for Jackson for 1 week punt before a wild card? Arsenal got Bournemouth away. If you want to go for a punt, why not Newcastle? Why not Callum Wilson or Isak? I think is more of a cut player, but Callum Wilson seems like a good punt. But I think personally, Jesus is not a bad shout. I personally wouldn't do it, but why not look at Callum Wilson if you're going to look for a punt? Jesus, or he should have scored today. Honestly, that when he took it off Madison and he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. I don't know why he let to the rugby penalty, but he should have scored there. Oh, Junkie, play to rotate to Villa soon. Their fixtures are looking juicy. They certainly are. What about Watkins for their good fixture run? Back on scoring sheet as well. Yeah, Watkins is not a bad shout. But if it was more for a punt, I would have said Wilson. But Watkins is quite safe. I mean, now that managers are taking him out, he's going to start scoring, which he did this game week. So why not? Marcus, I hope you're well. I already have used my wild card. 87 points for this week. Overall rank of 5,800. Wow, you should be in this seat. I have one free transfer, 4.1 mil in the bank. Jeez. Saka out for Salah to get the price rise before game week 7 deadline, considering whether I can go without Salah. I mean, you have gone so far without him and you're doing so well, so of course you can go without him. But yeah, with the price rising and stuff, and if you do want to get Salah in, then get the move done as soon as possible to avoid the price rises. There might be a potential niggle or a knock with Saka as well. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to be fit for next week or not. I think he should be. But he did come off limping, so we just don't know what we're looking at the moment. Sideman, he did it both times. He did. Oh, he did it both times. Fair enough. Because I think what happened was I saw the penalty and then I got held up or something, and then literally I looked back at the TV and it was 2-2. Jeez, he did it twice. That's I thought once was bad enough. Even though the Madders cooked with the other passes. Oh no, Maddison's pass was amazing. It reminded me of the Harry Kane and Son and Harry Kane versus like the others, and Maddison's got that. Imagine if Kane had stayed, how would they have been cooking with that three forward line partnership? Adam 72, Edouard has a hamstring injury, 75% chance of playing. Is that a bad thing because I've just brought him in? I think if he plays, he could do madness versus United. I think let's get a bit more news around him. There's a midweek game between Manchester United and Crystal Palace anyway in the Carabao Cup, so we'll get a bit more of an understanding of what the situation looks like. If it's just 75%, I don't think there's need to rush to sell him out in case you've got other fires to put out of your team. But if you brought him in, he does look like a solid pick, to be fair. Nico, I hope you're well. I've got 3 Chelsea players, including Jackson. Should I wildcard? If you got 2 transfers, I mean, if you want to take a -4 hit and do 3 transfers, and that could work out for you, that might be far better to keep your wild card. But if you feel like, now's the right time to play it and you want to get some players in before the fixture run, definitely play it. I think it's all down to you how you think you can put your fires out with the most minimal damage. If the damage is more than 3 transfers and you don't want to take, and I wouldn't recommend taking a -8 anywhere, then definitely play a wild card. Robbie, I hope you are scared of Newcastle because of the rotation. Maybe Morris for the double game. Morris isn't too bad, to be fair. Morris got a penalty and he should have scored another goal as well. I personally, even if I had a free transfer, I don't have this position to bring him in. But I think, if you do want to go differential and take a punt, he's got some good fixtures, guys. So it's definitely worth considering. But only if it doesn't, if you've got plans for other transfers and it doesn't cost you in the end. So what I mean by that, for example, is if you've got other plans for a couple of game weeks later, and if that's going to cost you a -4 because you've made this move, it might be worth reconsidering. That's the only thing I would say. Conzo, I hope you're well. Bringing in Shah for Gusto this week. Already have Botman, and that'll be my 4th defender transfer so far. It's a bad thing planning a late wildcard. Not a bad thing at all. I mean, I think clean sheets are probably the most minimal this season due to the extra time that we've had added on. So not a bad shout to double up on Newcastle. Tennis player 1, Captain Trippier. Oh, wow, 117 points. Absolutely unbelievable, mate. Your rank should be green. Sideman says, I'll be dying if Richarlison came on and scored the winner. Imagine the scenes. I really wish he had a chance. He put it wide. That would have been unbelievable. Side, I'm playing Kabore, Botman, Estupiñán next week in defence. Not a bad shout. Double game week for Kabore. Newcastle and Estupiñán, I think, could be able to keep clean sheets as well. Side, make sure. So honestly, Newcastle should have just given the ball to Trippier and let him swing the balls in every pass and found someone. That's pretty much what he did all game, right? And he literally had a hat-trick of assists before you knew it. I think if he stayed on, he would have got about 5 assists. Adam, can you select 3 defenders to start between Chilwell, Estupiñán, Botman, Cash, and Udogie? And I'm guessing that's for next week. I would say definitely Botman, Estupiñán, and I would go. Cash has got Brighton away, and Chilwell's got Fulham away. I'm going to say Chilwell personally because I'm playing Chilwell myself. The reason why I think Brighton's going to be tough to keep a clean sheet for Cash, but he's also got the attacking threat as well. If you want to take a risk, then go for Chilwell because we just don't know if he's going to start or not, which I think he will. But if you want to play safe, then Cash. Tennis player says, my rank went from 2 million to 48k. It's a joke. I can't believe it. I can, because it's so tight at the top. You literally have just absolutely smashed it. Well done. Konza, I meant 4 defender transfers already a bad thing. Are you saying 4 transfers for defenders this game week or the whole season? Because if it's for the whole season, that's not bad. But if it's for this game week and you've taken 4 transfers, I'm not too sure. Alfie, I hope you're well. Double transferring Jackson and Gusto to Watkins and Botman. Not a bad shout. Really good fixtures coming along for these clubs. Guys, we have so many people watching. If you guys are new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and the like button too. Konzo, whole season. Oh, that's absolutely fine. 4 transfers for defenders, absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about. So we had our first Centurion. Anyone looking to activate their wildcard this week, please do share. From all the scores that I read, I don't see anything below 60 to be fair. So yeah, I think people are doing absolutely fantastic. Sideman says, can't believe the ranks are so congested. They actually are. They're so congested. Between myself, where I'm at 450k, and 200k where I started, it's 7 points. 7 points. That's how bad the swing is. So if Gusto literally kept a clean sheet and kept his legs to himself, I could have been looking back at 200k this week. That's how tight it is. But the good thing is, with all of this that's taking place at the moment, in terms of, you know, Gusto's red card, Rodri's red card, there might be early wild cards. People are going to look to make these transfers now and thinking, who do they want to get in? That's going to be quite interesting. But Mitoma, benched. Any Mitoma owners in the house, benched, comes in the second half, 17 seconds, bang, goal, then another goal, 14 points, one absolute joke. Adam 78, man, March has really disappointed me. Got him in at Gameweek 4. The only thing he's been doing is getting me 1 pointers. Glad I actually started him in this week because it allowed me to get Madison off the bench. Yeah, I mean, look, Brighton do have some decent fixtures coming up, so he will come good eventually, not to worry. I mean, I've stuck with Eze, right? A-star FPL, 85 points for me. Fantastic, congratulations. He got 10 points coming through as well as bonus. Beautiful. So good 95 points there for yourself. Marcus, Mitoma killed me. Mitoma killed my rank. Absolutely killed my rank. A-star FPL, got him. Lovely. Yeah, Mitoma was a killer for me this game week. Guys, we've got up 20 subscribers this stream. Thank you so much. If you still haven't subscribed, please do hit that. Let's see if we can get as many as we can in this stream. Really enjoyed having you guys being subscribing. Everton, fantastic result, 3-1 against Brentford away, got their first points of the season. Decore played well. Who else was there? Calvert-Lewin got a goal. Decore could have had 2. So it's going to be interesting to see. I've got Jermaine Kovic TV. What do we now do about Chelsea players? I've got Gusto and Raheem. I'd keep Raheem. Gusto, potentially you could rotate out. That would be more of a... Unless you've got 2 transfers, then you could hit both of them out. But if it's just one, then I'd prioritise Gusto personally. Konza, why did Gusto not get sent off 3 minutes later? I mean, it would have been 1 point extra. Yeah, true. I mean, why did he get sent off in the first place? Someone says, I'm in a league and I was ahead of the leader by 12 points. Then Mitoma, Salah scored and Bro played cash and benched Gusto. Nice. Nice. Yes, I hope to get clean sheets and then sent off. Yeah, I mean... yeah, so that would have been an extra 5 points. Damn, I've got to talk to him about his timing. Now I feel worse. Steve, I hope you want Alvarez to Morris and Chilwell to Trippier, or Mitoma to Morris and Chilwell to Shaw. Alvarez, you've taken him out already. I'd say Mwamba to... Yeah, Mwamba to Morris for me. I'd keep Alvarez and Chilwell to Shaw. That would be my recommendation. Marcus, do you think Mbemo is a sell if it's possible to upgrade him to Son this game week? Brentford are not playing as well as before, and Liverpool Spurs are high scoring 4 goals game. I'd wager. I mean, Mbemo will come good eventually. Look, I would say the fixtures... Let's have a look. Who have Brentford got next game week? Oh, Nottingham Forest away. I wouldn't drop Mbemo at Nottingham Forest away. But if that's the only pick that you have and you want to get in for Son, it depends on like what the balance of your team looks like. Like for me, I'm getting rid of Saka to get Son in, which a lot of people would question. But Mbemo, is there no other 6.5 mil midfielder that in your squad that you could do that to? Like I've got Eze, for example, or is that the only player? I mean, if it is for him, if you feel comfortable doing it, why not? I think there's one thing that needs to be answered is who Spurs' penalty taker is going to be. Once that question's answered, Son will become such a more clearer decision of whether they want to own him or you don't want to own him, and how you can give him priority. Adam, how are Crystal Palace defensively? Not sure whether I should start Bruno or March. Really not a fan of United players anymore. Every time I match to March doesn't seem to... Okay, so with Crystal Palace, you're going to be surprised to see this. Let me show you how many clean sheets they've got. So far, they've got 2 clean sheets in game week 1 and the current game week, which is Fulham and Sheffield United. So they've got 2 clean sheets at the moment. So yeah, they've got 2 out of 6, which to be fair, going by this season is not too bad. I'd always start Bruno, personally. That's my opinion. Conte, he would have got a clean sheet if he was sent off 3 minutes later. Oh, damn. Damn. That would have been 4 more points. I could add +2 then. Damn. 4 points, eh? And I would have been back. Oh, this is worse. I would have been back in the top 200k. Stunner, how much? Stunner 256. How much? How would have got clean sheet if he got sent off 3 minutes later? Oh, sorry, he would have. Sorry. How much BPS will Saka, Salah, Maddison, and Botman get? I think Saka gets 3. Salah gets 3. Maddison gets 1. And Botman got none, from what I saw last. Konzo, you play FC 24? I don't know. I haven't, not yet. Sidemen, Turner or Johnston? Johnston did pretty well this week, I'd say. Andy N, get rid of Gusto. Yeah, I mean, get rid of Gusto for sure. Yalla, are you not selling Gusto? And if so, for who? I'm not selling Gusto. He's not in my plan. If I was to sell him, it depends on what budget I had. If I had 4.5, I'd get Botman. If I don't have Botman, if not, I would try to get Anderson from Crystal Palace if he was available at a budget. And if not, I'd look to double up on potentially Newcastle defence. That's the kind of players I'd look at. Marcus, my choice between Saka to Salah and Mbimo to Son. I could sell Sterling, but I think Chelsea will become more attacking now because they've got a result. And 2 plum fixtures for Chelsea. Midfield is Foda, Saka, Maddison, Mbimo, and Sterling. I mean, look, Sterling's a high ceiling player. Sterling and Son fall under the high ceiling value, so they could go weeks, like 3 weeks with 2 points back to back, and then they have 1 game week where they can get anywhere between 13 to 20 points. That's the high ceiling that they offer. But yeah, I would keep Sterling personally. I think Sterling, if you backed him this far, then it's definitely worth considering. And plus, Jackson's suspended for the next game. The guy got 5 yellow cards in 6 games. Unbelievable. A start FPL or cash is a good option. Cash is definitely a good option as well, for sure. Even Dinia from Aston Villa is a good option. Still don't think about any chance of Diaby getting the assist to Watkins' goal. I don't know. I haven't seen anything on Twitter that I saw earlier. I think if they were going to give it, they would have given it by now, but we could always be hopeful, right? That's going to be an interesting decision for me. Is it going to be Diaby or is it going to be Ward-Prowse, who I bring in for Eze? I think I need a couple of more game weeks. 2 more game weeks, I'll make my mind up a bit more clearer because both have decent fixtures. Aston Villa have a longer run of better fixtures, but Ward-Prowse has set pieces, so that's going to be interesting for me to decide. If I get Ward-Prowse in, then I can kind of like have a bit more budget left, but if I get Diaby in, it'll probably pretty much will take me for my whole budget. Thank you so much, guys, for all the likes and subscribes and the lovely messages. Thank you. If you haven't done so already, please kindly hit that subscribe button. It'll be highly appreciated. 450k rank. Oh, feels disappointing. But it's been a high-scoring game week. That's literally what it is. It's all the defence of Newcastle. I felt sorry for Alvarez, honestly. Every top-tier transfer player has flopped. So I think game week 2 was Chilwell. And then it was, I think, Mbeumo, Sterling, Son, Alvarez. These guys have all flopped. So I really hope Trippier is the most transferred player in this game week because I do want him not to do well next game week. Going by the trend, right? Should we show you what my team looks like for next week so far? So this is what it looks like for next week, guys. So I'm going to play Chilwell. So I'm pretty much hopeful he should start. And with the managers that are taking him out, it'll be nice if he gets a clean sheet. Differential. Yeah, set to yeah. So I can take him out by, and I can keep him for the Burnley game week away. So I can go. Actually, I'll probably have a bit more of a clearer idea if he's playing or not. I might keep him for Burnley, or I might get rid of him by then. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, this is what it looks like for now. And let's see how we go forward. A-Star FPL rank hasn't updated yet. It's probably going to update around, I'd say, anywhere between 9 to 9:30, potentially, maybe even 10 o'clock. Because there was a lot of games today. So it probably will, anywhere between 9 to 10 o'clock, it should do it. A-Star FPL says, I'm still 183k. Prob's going to go to under 100k. I think you will be. It will all update. And if you want to see a live rank, you can always go on a website called Live FPL Rank. So feel free to go on there. Sade, if you had Kabore, would you play him over Chilwell? Good question. I think based on what I've seen of Chelsea and Chilwell being dropped for the last 2 games, I would play Kabore over him with the double game week. Sideman says, just check that only 10 points are between 1 mil and 500k. That's how tight it's 10 points, guys. Insane. That's one player blanking and one player doing well. Thank you so much for the likes and subscribe, guys. Really appreciating all the support. A-Star FPL says Defo Kabore. I second that. Definitely Kabore. The worst thing about the Chelsea-Fulham game next week is the fact that it's all the way on Monday, so you have to wait all the way till Monday to find out if Chilwell starts. But I think if he doesn't start this game week, then when will he start? Saad Kabore got an assist this week, and we'll get playing Odogi over him. I mean, he was fouled for the penalty, right? So yeah, that was his assist. But we couldn't have predicted that before the game, so don't kick yourself too much about it, Saad. Simon says, Rashford really getting on my nerves now. A bit like Eze for me. So all the managers that have Rashford, you know, kind of have that same experience that I've had with Eze. How have I backed Eze so long? How many points has he got me so far this season? 6 games, about 15? 19. Not bad. That one return. Horrible. Horrible. Simon says Fulham could hold a strong 0-0 draw. I'll take a clean sheet. But I think Chilwell coming back. Look, I think the good thing about having Chilwell at this moment is if he starts, he wants to prove a point, right? He'll want to prove a point, wants to get back in the squad. He'll be fresh. He hasn't played much in the last 2 game weeks. Could work out well, right? Sadly, glad got Foden in for Rashford 3 weeks ago. Hopefully Foden and Alvarez start again next week. I think it'll be pretty solid, pretty most likely because of even Bernardo Silva being ill. Could be most likely he'll start. Alfie, should I switch Rice for Diaby or Ward-Prowse? Alfie, that's a solid question. I can't decide between myself out of the 2 who I want. Diaby's got the goal threat. Ward-Prowse has got more of the assist threat. Fixtures, Aston Villa have got better long-term fixtures. West Ham, they're a bit shorter term. So, what can I say? Out of the 2, I would say Ward-Prowse for the next game week because they've got Sheffield United and they just got hammered 8-0. Not that they're going to get hammered 8-0, but I think Ward-Prowse next week has a better fixture. Whereas Diaby has Brighton. We can score for sure. Out of the 2, if I was bringing someone in at the moment, it'd be Ward-Prowse. But it's 51-49 at the moment. Even 50-50, I could say. A Star FPL says his underlying stats are so good. Just can't return. Unfortunately, he can't. That's the thing. John K, good evening. How are you, John? What was your scores today? Please let us know. How have you done? The family continues to grow. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciating the likes and the subscribes. Please do continue to like and subscribe the channel. Simon says Chelsea look hopeful on the pitch. Hopeless on the pitch. Yeah, they look hopeless at all. Adam, when do you think I should sell March? I think the best option for me is to roll this week and get him out game week 8. They got Aston Villa next week, so I mean, is there a player that you're looking at to get him in? If not, you can just simply roll it and do 2 transfers the week after. That I think would be a more sensible option. David, Chilwell to start against Fulham. I think he will. That's why I've got him in my squad. I mean, who else is actually left? They've lost both their right backs, James and Gusto. He has to start, right? And pre-season, I'm sure they played a back 4 where Chilwell was left back. So, yeah, I think he should start. Saad Bowen for next week is a very good shout, I feel. Bowen's done amazing, to be fair. He was supposed to be ill for this week, and he still started and scored. Not a bad shout. Alt Junkie got a head off. Thanks for the stream, mate. No worries, Alt Junkie. Thank you so much. I thank you everyone who has been part of the stream so far, who's still on the stream, and who's still staying on the stream. Please do hit that like and subscribe button. Saad also getting to look at Matoma for game week 10. Juicy fixtures. They certainly are. Matoma does look good. Adam 702 says, I really want to get James Ward-Prowse. The end goal is to get Salah in game week 9. Not bad, not bad. Nico wildcarded. Onana, Ruben Dias, Botman, Gabriel, Kabore, Madison, Salah, Saka, Sterling, Haaland and Wilson. Nice, not a bad team at all. Best of luck. I hope that goes well for you. All solid picks. Oh my god, we've been here 15 minutes already. That's how quick the time's gone. Can't wait to get to game week like 9 so that I can start playing my Salah captaincy. Abdullah, I hope you're well. Got 90 points. Absolutely smashed it, Abdullah. Foden, Trippier helped massively. Is it time up for Mbumo? I don't know. I don't think it's time up for Mbumo. I'm not looking to get rid of him anytime soon. He's just had 2 blank game weeks. Everton, expectation was him to get a return. They haven't won in the last 4 game weeks, but hey, look, fixtures-wise, Nottingham Forest, Manchester United, Burnley, Chelsea, West Ham. I'm still thinking I'm going to keep. He's just pretty much nailed on for minutes. He's on penalties, pretty much the main source of goals for Brentford, so why not? But I don't think it's time up for him yet. John K on 45 points sold Bruno and got some points as well. Nice. It was nice to see a Bruno goal, honestly. Manchester United scored, that was nice. David says, thoughts on Eze as well. I mean, I'm going to hold him for another 2-3 weeks. I think if you can get rid of him, please do. I unfortunately don't want to waste any more transfers and take hits, but I'm just going to give him another 2 weeks. Abhishek says, you think Gusto will drop in price because he's suspended? Is he a must sell to save value? I mean, he's not. I mean, I'm not going to sell him. I'm going to leave him for 3 weeks on the bench. Like, I don't need to put that fire out initially. I've got the players, as you can see. I've got Udogie and Archer who can play. So I don't really think I need to really go for that. If it's a transfer you're burning, let's say you got 2 transfers, you're not going to make any more transfers this week and you're going to lose out on that transfer and you want to get him out, makes sense. But he's my 4 million defender. I really wouldn't really care too much if he lost value or gained value. I've just been lucky that he's been playing. But he's worth for me now 4.3 and I got him in when he was 4 mil. So it's not too bad, to be fair, for me. I think it's fine to keep hold of him if you need to. Saad, this may be the last season for the FPL King. Surely going to get him in game week 9. Yeah, it could be the last season. He could be going in January for all we know. I'm just looking at a team thinking, if I took Saka out and put Son in there, how amazing that team would look, or how less balanced it would look. Ishan, I'm doubting my Salah decision. I'm thinking of replacing Salah plus Botman for Son plus Trippier. I mean, what's there to doubt about Salah? He's done so well. I mean, he's got 40 points in 6 games. What's there to doubt about Salah? I don't know what you're doubting about him, to be fair. I think he's returned well. Simon says that Rodri red card caused the Alvarez sub. He certainly did. I mean, if he just waited another 5 minutes as well, could have got more points for Alvarez. Oh, it's those extra minutes that are costing us. So Chilwell is dropping in price mode. Cash, Salah, Botman, Diaby are rising. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ishan says, yeah, but too expensive. I mean, with quality comes price, right? How many points has Haaland got on a level? 51. So it's only an 11-point gap, and you pay an extra $1.5 million for him, right? So Haaland has got 8 goals, 1 assist. Salah has got 3 goals, 4 assists. So, yeah. Ishan, I think Son is number 9. Can match Salah going forward. He potentially could. I mean, I'm looking to bring Son in as well. So, Son looks amazing up front, by the way. Let's see if we can hit 1,650 subscribers, guys. We're almost there, so please do keep liking and subscribing. A Star FPL says Trippier isn't going to get 3 assists every game. Not worth it. I think people might have missed the bandwagon, but look, a lot of people are going to jump on him, so let's see. But he's not going to get 3 assists per game. I think he'll get a few more returns. Maybe, I'll say 3 in the next couple of game weeks. So I'll sell Bruno for Matoma and get Salah for Son in game week 9. The fixtures of Brighton and Liverpool are hopefully pays off. Not a bad shout. Abhishek, by the way, I got the exact same field. Eze troubles me so much. I don't know if a wildcard justifies to get rid of Eze to get Morris and Son. I wouldn't wildcard just for 2 transactions, Abhishek, personally. If it's just the 1 transfer, I'd rather you play just the 1 transfer on Eze. Simon says, current defence is Trippier, Chilwell, Gusto, Estupinian and Kabore. Thoughts on Chilwell to Botman? And no cash in the bank. If that's a free transfer, sounds like a plan. Simon says, Botman ain't going to get a goal a game. No, we were quite lucky for him to get those goals for us today. Amazing. Look at all these people that are joining. The likes and subscribes are going up, guys, so thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Keep on hitting that subscribe button, please, and keep messaging. I want to hear some more questions of what's gone well for you guys, what you're looking to deal with. So between myself and 200k is 7 points. That's how tight it is at the top. We're judging by live FPI. If I got 2 more points, I'll be in the top 400k. So 50,000 managers are separated by 2 points alone. Anyone thinking of dropping Haaland for just 6 points? A-star FPL, yeah, but he's 2 million cheaper. Still will get the clean sheets. Yeah, I mean, there's a 2 mil gap between Trippier and Botman. Just depends if you've got the funds to do that. Especially if you want to own Salah, owning Trippier and Haaland is going to be very tough. Abdullah Ahmed Khan, Madison and Son double up. I think so. I'm doubling up on them, guys. So I'm going to double up. I haven't done it yet, but I will probably, maybe tomorrow, I'm probably going to hit the transfer button on Saka to Son. Jack, I hope you're well. Have Trippier and Botman, Gusto to burn for the triple defence. I wouldn't go triple Newcastle on a level. Personally, I think 2's enough. But yeah, that's the thing about if you triple up on them and they concede, that's your game week ruined. Personally, I'd keep 2. I'd rather go for 3 defenders. I'd rather go for Pope. Because you can get some save points as well in there. But I don't want to go triple up on any defence, to be fair, brutally honest. Why not Gusto for someone like Matty Cash, for example, or you know, another defender from, I'd say, who's got a good fixture next game week? Who have we got? So, so I mean, Bournemouth away, Arsenal could be a good shout. That could be a good shout, to be fair. Adrian 4500, can't believe it should we play Lotto, was game week 5 rank 231,000 and Son captain 36 points, top 107 points. 36 points to 107 points after bonuses round. Nice, Adrian, you smashed it. 107 points. That's amazing. Saad, do you use Fantasy Football Hub for planning transfers and predicted points? The AI feature is paid though. IG, sadly. Nah, I don't use any of that. I do watch content creators, but I watch football. This season, the difference that I've had this season is I've watched football matches. Now that sounds weird to say, but a lot of people play this game based on scores rather than watching the game. So this week, for example, I'm going to watch football tonight. James Ward-Prowse has blanked. Diaby's blanked. But everyone's got to think about Matoma. Let's look at how they've done. Why did they blank? Why did Mbeumo blank last night? Sorry. So there's a lot of things I want to look at. Eze missed a chance. Put it past the post, could have scored. So again, I do know he's getting into positions, and his numbers are just not being replicated in FPL. So for me, I don't use the AI, but look, if that's something you guys want to use, feel free to. It is a good tool, though, I've heard. Ishan, the only reason Haaland isn't droppable is because there aren't as many good options amongst the forwards compared to midfielders. I get that. I fully get that. But still, for 12.5, you know what you're getting with Salah, right? But yeah, no, it makes sense. If you want to drop Salah for Son, I do get the move. But I'm sure you'll want him back in game week 9. Simon says, could Haaland as captain every week be over? Hasn't hauled in a while. Seems like a lot more better players. Could be. I mean, I don't want to risk it against Wolves. Personally, Wolves have been shocking at times. But definitely game week 9, 10, 11, I'm going for Salah. I'm pretty much calling it now. I know the fixtures on the other side look decent as well. But Everton, Nottingham Forest and Luton. Game week 9. What about 9? Who's Haaland got in game week 9? Brighton, yeah. So Brighton, Manchester United, Bournemouth. Yeah, I'm going to go Salah. What's the worst that can happen, right? ASAR says, get cash, Jack. Wouldn't triple up. Absolutely, I agree with that one as well. Adrian says, only one chain Chilwell to Trippier. Not bad. Sade says, yeah, watching the game really helps you with your transfers. Sometimes people take out players for the wrong reasons. They certainly do. And when I watch the games, I think, you know what, they're getting chances. This is what's happened. It could have been this, and that. So, you know, Jesus today could have scored 2 goals. He missed 2 really good chances and he could have scored 2, and everyone right now would have been saying we want to get Jesus into the team. So again, a lot does happen. Sometimes just watching the game helps a lot. Abhishek, you think Bowen is a really good shout because of consistent returns and great fixtures, but everyone's ignoring him for some reason? Bowen's a good shout. I'm not going to lie to you. His fixtures just look tough on paper. But Bowen certainly does seem like a good shout, to be brutally honest. His fixtures do look good and he is ignored. But I'd rather go for Ward-Prowse from the team, personally. Concert, if you still had your wild card, when would you play it? Game week 9. I would have played it game week 9. The fixtures swing there is just unreal. I definitely would have played it in game week 9. I wish I did have it. Wow, 1,640 plus subscribers. Guys, that is insane. We've gone up nearly 40 subscribers in this stream. Can we get to the 1650 mark? Please, 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 please. Thank you so much for the likes and subscribes. And the messages, keep them coming. Likith, any Jackson replacement suggestions? Anyone? Even me. Take me as a replacement. I'm joking. I'm not that good. Jackson, you got pretty much every other forward you can buy, barring just a handful. If you want to go for a double game week, Morris might be a good shout. You could go for Alvarez from Manchester City. You could also go for Wissa, who's not been bad for Brentford, but had a few quiet game weeks. Awoniyi's done well at the start of the season, so there's plenty of options that you can go for. Even Newcastle, if you want to take the risk, but we just don't know who starts. More Callum Wilson. But for Jackson, if I was doing it this week, I would do Alvarez. I just think Alvarez against Wolves would be a good shout. So imagine having Trippier, Botman, Mitoma, Bruno, Madders, Son, Saka. Surely someone's had these this week. I mean, I'm sure. I'm just waiting to see someone in, like, you know, the Arab part of the world who's triple captain Trippier this week. And just not even Trippier. Who got the highest points this game week? Hold on. Highest points. Let's see who got the highest points. Who do they triple captain? Oh, no triple captain. They bench boosted. Okay, and it is from the Arab part of the world. My bad. Oh, the points have refreshed. Have the ranks refreshed? 412k. I think it's more 450, but yeah, so 72 points. The bonuses are in, guys, so please do refresh your screens. Sadari, Maddison landed really bad on that knee. Is he okay? Any more news? I think he's fine. It was just a bad landing. I'm more concerned about Saka, to be fair. Lithek, Darwin Núñez. I would love to own Darwin, honestly. It's just too much rotation risk. But yeah, I would love to own Darwin Núñez. Good shot. He's a very high ceiling player. A-star FPL and somebody's got good fixtures as well coming up. Bonus points are in. They sure are. Sade, bonus points are in, ranks not refreshed. Ranks are not refreshed indeed. So do hit those refresh buttons on there, but do hit that like and subscribe button before you guys go, guys. Adrian, have Foden, Saka, Maddison, Son, and Bimo, Watkins, myself. Nice, not bad. Watkins' watch, he's going to go on this mad run now that people have transferred him out for Alvarez. Over 1 million managers brought Alvarez in to get a 1-pointer. Saad says, don't own Saka, so don't care. I think I'll be like that same next week if I don't own him. Just a few more subscribers, guys, to hit that mark of 1650, which I wouldn't have even dreamt of before I started this stream. So thank you so much. Abdullah, how did Watkins score from that angle? A noise. Ask Watkins, why can't he score simple goals and even penalties, and then he scores his absolute worldie? So I don't know, Mitoma, a rank killer, as he still owned highly. Yeah, he is owned highly, and I don't think people are going to move off him either after what he's done today. That's the thing about Mitoma, high ceiling player. Gonzo says the game has updated. It has indeed, but the ranks haven't updated yet, but the game points have. Saad says, can't get in Watkins. If I get Salah, I'll have to take a hit for Wissa to Archer and Alvarez to Watkins. I mean, I wouldn't take a hit for that personally, Saad. I think your transfers seem okay. Sideman says that Watkins is a troll. He certainly is. Luckily, I haven't owned him. So 72 points, not bad. Let's see what the averages are. From what I've heard from people, I think it's definitely going to be over 65. Simons, but don't feel as bad as I would have Alvarez hold if Watkins blanked. Yeah, I mean, I think it was just Alvarez was unlucky. He hit the post with a free kick and then got subbed off because of the tactical change from Pep due to Rodri deciding to chokeslam. Oh, well, didn't really chokeslam, or wanted to chokeslam the opposition player. I think it was Gibbs White, wasn't it? Saad, Watkins off pens is also demoted me to have one pass. Yeah, I mean, he's not on penalties. I think it's who's it now? Bailey, I think. And then there's also they've got who's that player that used to play for Leicester? Tielemans, I think. They play for him as well. Ishan, I have the same total points as you, 338. Nice, but I think that's not updated yet. Let me see what my overall points are. It's 386. Mine are at the moment. That's after the live FPL updates, but it's just not updated my points. So it's 386 is what I have. But 338, not bad. Sard, 67.42 is average. There we are, 67 average. Head already thinking of transferring Morris in for Jackson because of the double game week. Not a bad shot. I think Morris is going to be quite popular this game week due to the double. Makes sense as well. He scored a penalty, right? Wow, been here for over an hour now, guys. Absolutely amazing. If Morris goes big in this double game week, my rank is taking a nosedive. When Madison went down, my heartbeat just honestly, I got so fearful. I was like, this is the last transfer I want to make is Madison at this game week. Got plenty of other fires to put out. So yeah, I mean that was it in itself. Should we refresh it again to see if my rank has updated on here? Nah, the points haven't updated yet. It's my birthday on Wednesday, so good old birthday. A year older, a year wiser, as they say. A year closer to retirement. Not from FPL, my general job. Zard ranks get updated about 1 o'clock in the UK. Potentially, I think they should be updated around that time. Abdullah, you confident with the Onana? Burnley were not threatening. I mean, yeah. I mean, Onana's there. I've paid for him now. I think he should be all right. Some Crystal Palace think it's been an easy game, but yeah. But I didn't see many goalkeepers giving me confidence. So Onana's in there. So set and forget. Zard says happy birthday, Mo, in advance. Hope you have a good one. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Maybe we could do a birthday stream. But yeah, usually on a 6:30 on a Sunday is when I do my knee-jerk reactions. I prefer knee-jerk reactions far more than deadline streams because I like to know basically what's happened. Hate that fear of who's playing, who's not playing. Alright guys, we're approaching that 1.65k subscribers mark, so thank you so much for all those likes and subscribes. I was so glad that Saka took that penalty. When I saw that penalty given, I was like, please do not be Odegaard. Suddenly we'll definitely jump on the birthday stream. Thank you guys. Thank you, appreciate it. Abdullah, let's talk. FPL did a wedding stream last year. Oh, I'm not getting married yet, but all right, we'll do a promise. If I hit by the time I get married, I don't know when that is. That's not anytime soon. But by the time I get married, if I have more than 10,000 subscribers, then I'll do it on my wedding as well. I'll do the same. I'll be in a suited and booted, ready to get married, and I'll do a wedding stream. We got to hit 10k. That's miles away. But so is my wedding. So who knows? It could happen, guys. Just share with your friends and family. Get me to 10k, and then we can do a wedding stream. Gotta make sure I don't get married. Oh, I want to say on a weekend with. I'll try to get married on an international weekend, international football weekend, so I don't have to worry about FPL. Otherwise, I'll probably be sat on a wedding stage just streaming to you guys a knee-jerk reaction. So, you'll have to get married on a weekend, then yeah, I mean, I have to. Probably have to reach out to Mummy and Daddy Bank to give me some cash. Not sure if the wife will allow me to be on here, right? It's a big day. Yeah, it's a big day for me. Hopefully she likes FPL as well. That'd be decent. She'll understand. Jeez, 8:05. Getting late. But yeah, hopefully there should be some news around Maddison. Hopefully he's not too bad. Saka hopefully was hobbling off. Isn't too bad either. Yeah, so hopefully there aren't too many injury fires that we need to put out. But yeah, no hits this week. I think Chilwell should start next game week. So I'm definitely going to put Chilwell's back into my team. We still haven't hit 10 million managers on the game. Surprised by that. We had like 11 million last year. Maybe people just gave up on the game. It's about 50k managers left till we hit the 10 mil mark. Look at these. All these subscribers and likes coming in. Absolutely love it, guys. Thank you so much. We are getting closer to that 1650 mark that we wanted to hit. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's have a look at Twitter to see if there's any other updates on around the injuries to the guys. Let's see what the FPL community is saying. Nah, nothing about the injuries there at the moment. Nothing there as of yet. But I will keep a lookout, guys, and I will let you guys know as well. So extra motivated today with all the subscribers coming in at a good pace, giving us more time. I am, honestly, man. Keep it coming. I would. I'm not at dinner, man. Honestly, I'll get in trouble. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Now we usually have dinner about 8 o'clock, but we had it at 6:30 today. That's why I've got the extra moments. Abdullah, never getting Jackson again. Okay, his finishing is bad, but the guy gets booked for fun. You know, the funny thing is, they're all for Descent as well. All for Descent. Right, guys, I'm going to call it an evening now because it's 8:10, and I have a few things to do and get ready for work tomorrow. But absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for tuning in, and all the likes and subscribes and the new family members we've had joining. If you still haven't done that, guys, please do hit that subscribe before you leave the stream, and the like button as well. Tell your friends and family about us as well, and I hope you guys have a good game week. Tune in for some videos. I'll be sending out videos for the transfer plans maybe tomorrow evening, and then I'll do a team selection maybe later in the week. But you guys have a good one. Back with more videos, more stream next Sunday. So do tune in. Do not forget, pretty much 6:30 onwards, anywhere between 6:30 to 6:45, I will be live. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll be a year older next time I'm back. See you later, guys.